Hey guys, I'm Vijay Thakkar, your Master Fitness Coach. In my previous video, we discussed what holistic fitness is and how the 5 components of fitness make up for it. Today, I am going to tell you how to start your fitness journey. Before you hit the gym, you must know what your body type is. There are 3 body types. One is ectomorph, second is mesomorph, and third is endomorph. Look at the screen to identify which body type you belong to right now. The good news is, no matter what body type you have right now, you can train to be the best version of yourself. With proper physical training and a healthy diet, you can reach all your fitness goals. You should know there are 3 common types of training. First is strength training. Has many functional movements to help you strengthen your joints and make your muscles stronger. This is a great way to lose fat because it allows for an afterburn effect for a very long time. Secondly is the plyometric training. Uses movements that require a lot of power from you to do something for a short period of time. Have you noticed how boxing matches do not last for over 10 to 15 minutes? That's because the intensity required is very high, so is the impact on your body's development. Cardiovascular training or aerobic training, commonly also called cardio, is something that you can perform for a long period of time without feeling exhausted. Strength and plyometric training trains your body composition and muscular strength, making you stronger and more muscular. Cardiovascular, on the other hand, helps you building your cardiovascular and muscular endurance. Finally, stretching helps you to improve your flexibility, and amalgamation of all 4 helps you to achieve holistic fitness. Guys, it's important to note that any time is a good time to work out. Preferably, cardio should be done in a fasted state, as this is because the body burns more calories when it is working out in a fasted state. Strength training or plyometric training, on the other hand, should be done at least 2 hours after eating so that your body stops the digestion process and allows your blood to flow into your muscles. This will ensure that you have more energy to do strength training or plyometric training along with a good afterburn. And a good afterburn, my friends, is the amount of calories that the body is burning even after workout up to 72 hours. So that is an elevation that you would want and that is favorable, and that's your afterburn effect. People started raving about hitting 10,000 steps a day during the COVID pandemic. If you are someone who barely moves, it's a great starting point for you. However, walking isn't enough, guys, for your overall fitness, and eventually your body will get used to it and stop responding. That's why you need to scale up your intensity, introduce jogging and then running into it. Start with some stretching and weight training. Pushing your body to do more is an important principle of exercise. Walking only addresses one of the 5 components, which is the cardiorespiratory endurance, which is why you need to adopt a different type of training so that you're able to address the other 4 components and ensure you take care of your holistic fitness. For most of us, sitting on the desk takes up the entire day. This has led to people becoming overweight and out of shape. I'm often asked how to lose weight, and my question is, do you know what the exact kgs are? Is it fat? How do you measure it? Often men find themselves with a bigger belly, whereas women find themselves struggling with muffin tops and inner thigh bulge. People constantly look at the weighing scale when they want to solve this problem. As long as the number on it goes down, nobody cares about what exactly is being shed away from their body. That's not the right approach. You need to see the inches with a measuring tape along with seeing the weight on the weighing scale going down. You might wonder why. Your weight, my friends, is made up of 2 things: lean mass and fat mass. Lean mass is your muscle, whereas fat mass is just accumulated fat. Get this, guys, 1 unit of fat weighs less but takes up more space than 1 unit of muscle. Muscle, on the other hand, weighs more but takes up less volume in the body. So simply measuring your weight on the weighing scale won't cut it. Measure the loss of inches around your middle and your problem areas. You need to get rid of the accumulated fat in order to be healthy and in an appropriate weight range. Maybe you need to lose your inches, not the kgs. Did you know there are several risks involved with being overweight? Here are some. It increases the risk of falling prey to 10 different kinds of cancers. It increases the risk of type 2 diabetes dramatically. it can cause the arteries to narrow down, leading to more chances of heart disease and strokes. It can also make the heart work harder to serve oxygen and nutrients to the extra fat tissues, leading to high blood pressure. It can also cause excessive buildup of fat in the liver, leading to alcoholic and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It can also cause complication in women during pregnancy like blood clots, premature birth, and miscarriage. It seems very scary, doesn't it, guys? But it's never too late to start. Shred those extra kgs of fat and avoid falling prey to obesity. Here are some of the easy exercises that you can do. This is a good way to get started, but remember, you need to scale up. Check out my scientifically designed episode on obesity of 8 rounds on Disney Plus Hotstar. You can find the link in the description box below. Working out is great, guys, but you need to also complement it with good nutrition. Add these to your diet. Eat high protein breakfast, eat smaller portions, eat low carb nutritious meal. If you want to speed up the journey to a healthy life, here are some small habits to include in your daily life. Drink at least 1 to 2 glasses of water right after waking up. Get some sunlight. Track your intake. Say goodbye to junk food and sugary drinks. Avoid midnight snacking and munching. Sleep soundly for at least 8 hours a day. Walk whenever you can. Avoid the elevator completely. Find healthy alternatives to your favorite processed food, like opt for homemade sweet potato fries instead of the processed French fries. Being able to flex your muscle is great, and that happens when your muscle mass increases in the right way. If you adopt resistance training at least 3 to 4 times in a week and indulge in cardio and flexibility training on the other days, here are some of the exercises that you can do. Make sure you get good quality protein with a nutritional diet rich in fats and good carbs. Do not forget to rest, my friends. That's when your body will recover, super compensate, get fitter, and make you ready for the next session. Did you know that you, me, even a newly born baby has 6-pack abs? Body fat around the belly area covers this muscle. 6-pack abs are also known as the rectus abdominis and are made of 3 tiers of muscle belly and 4 tiers of cartilage tissue, as you can see here. If you want to make your 6-pack abs visible, here are some of the things that you need to do. Do all the exercises that causes you to flex at your torso. Do the exercises that involve either getting your head towards your lower body or taking your lower body towards your head. Crunches and sit-ups are some of the easiest examples. Resistance training is very beneficial because of the afterburn that it causes up to 72 hours even when you're at a relative rest. Apart from exercising, you need to focus on reducing your total body fat percent below 12% to make your abs visible. No matter how big or small your fitness goal is, the key lies in the little things. Here are some of the things you need to keep in mind if you want to train your body the right way. Never miss your warm-up session. As you work out, the blood gushes into the muscle to provide you the support. This is why you need to cool down to send a signal to your body to relax. Be sure to stretch your muscles appropriately after the workout. This is when you allow the accumulated lactic acid to be dispersed from your muscles and allow it to heal. Long sessions of cardio isn't necessarily good for you to lose your inches. If you want to lose your inches, you need to do weight training, which is another form of exercises, because it will give you afterburn and it will ensure that up to 72 hours after working out, you're actually burning a lot of fat. You will not obtain better results just by sweating it out more. That's just your body's way to maintain its core temperature. Sitting in a sauna room will have no effect on your fitness, but working out will. If you truly want to see optimal results, keep switching your workout routine every now and then. Your body is the most intelligent machine. You cannot follow the same schedule and expect different results. Hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you like, and share it with your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to have all your fitness related queries solved.